So today was just amazing. I got hit in the face with a fucking dodgeball. It was just great. Yep. Suicide. I love life. I just love life. So, anyways, it obviously didn't hurt that bad, but today I'm going to be bringing a life story from when I was pretty young. I would say I was 9. Yeah, I was 9. And I was in 3rd grade, back in elementary school, from little newbie. Yes, when he was still a sperm cell. I mean, a very, very high intellect YouTuber with over 2 million. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So, what I'm going to be talking about today is life story from 3rd grade, and let's just drive. Fuck, we're not driving, so let's just dive right into it. Basically, just to start the story off, I'm going to say we had a really dick coach who pretty much started this thing out. So when I was at my school, right, it was after school, and I would play handball with my friend a lot. So we decided. Well, I asked my dad if I could stay for like another half hour, right, or 45 minutes, or it was something like that. So my friend got picked up later, so we just wanted to play handball, right? And my dad said, sure, he'll just pick me up later. So we're just playing handball, right? And everything seems to be good until I guess one of my friends left earlier. So I just wanted to go play. I think it was soccer with two. I don't know if it was 2. Yeah, it was 2 of my friends. It might have been 3. I don't remember. 2, and then one of my friends' friends. And one of the crazy things was we're playing against 5th graders, and we're in 3rd, and we're just thinking to ourselves, like, we're gonna get fucking wrecked. And obviously we did. So we're playing, and this kid who always would fucking pick on me when we were playing handball, he'd just be a total dick. And he was also friends with this kid who lives actually right next door to me. Well, not next door, but like right across the street. And you know, they still sometimes fucking pick on me and shit, but it's not so much of a big deal. I have everything under control, which is fine. So let's get back into this. In 3rd grade, they're being fucking dicks, right? And they still are. Trust me. So we're playing soccer, and one of the kids who, I don't know if he's still friends with him, but he wasn't so much of a douche. It wasn't really him. But I guess you could say he kind of was a douche later on in the story, but I don't have a problem with him anymore. I don't think I really did so much. It's just maybe that he didn't do what he should have. But we're playing soccer, and one of the kids, like I said, who used to fucking pick on me, would play with us, right? And he decided to play, and then he basically started being a dick and all that. I told him to shut up and to fuck off. I think I might have said fuck off or something. Go to hell. So, just those really amazing quality ass insults. So I need to stop saying and so that is a fucking New Year's resolution for me. We continue with the story as him going to tell the coach that fucking started to hate me now, I guess. I don't know why. I don't know if this was true, but he might have been the principal's son, who wasn't I wouldn't say I necessarily had a problem with him all the time. It's just there was them being, they would sometimes, I don't know how you would say this. They would just sometimes they would just sometimes really get on your nerves, I guess. That's like the most formal way of saying it. Now, an informal way would be makes you want to get cancer and die. So, well, maybe not that far, but maybe just get a nuke dropped on you by Kim Jong-un. Yeah, about that, right? So, that still does involve cancer. Okay, so let's just continue. He comes over to me, and yes, I did tell them that. However, they're, starting the situation and, picking on me specifically. And one of the other coaches knew about this. Unfortunately, wasn't I don't know what they were doing at the time. I think they were in the office. But he believes them, obviously, and I go to get my friend's mom, who, well, we'll go into that for a later story, because they turned out to be not as nice as I thought, because he told me to come over there, and I'm like, well, what did I do? And so I went over there with her, and she's saying, like, well, Adam, you gotta go over there, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I went over there, and he's telling me, like, why'd you do this, and why'd you say that to them? And I told him, well, they're doing this to me, and they're just provoking the whole situation. And obviously the guy, being a total dick, not believing me whatsoever, turns out before I continue, we had these things called yellow slips and red slips. Red slips were the worst. Yeah, I don't know if you had them at your school, but we had them at ours, and basically, it's like, I guess, after you get in trouble a couple of times. I don't know how you'd say it. Or if it's just you do something bad. And this yellow slip was my first that I would have ever gotten. So I'm in 3rd grade, and I'm like, well, what the hell? He's just being a total dick. And he pretty much was, so. But, yeah. And it just, like, makes me think, why does he have nothing better to do than this? Believe a bunch of 5th graders aren't picking on a 3rd grader. And they were. It's pretty obvious. I'm not known to be a dick and just go, or to be a fucking asshole and just go up to someone and be like, hey, you're a fucking salty cunt, you little penguin-eyed bitch. I mean, hell, I'm not gonna go up to someone and be like that, you know what I mean? It's just not, that's just straight fucked up. However, if someone else does that to me, now I'd say something obviously different, but I might sometimes say that. You penguin-eyed fuck. So, as we dive in deeper, he gives me the yellow slip, and then he tells me to go on this thing called the red line. It's basically, where you would have to sit out for recess. Yeah, I know, we still had that. Ugh. So, he told me to go there, and I went there, and I'm just waiting. I have this yellow slip in my hand. He's like, have this with you until, until your ride comes here. And I was just fucking pissed at that point. So, finally, I was really happy that coach was walking by, and they're like, what's wrong? And I was like, and I told him what happened, how the guy was being a really big douche. And he's like, you know what, you can go off and just go play handball. I'll talk to him. And before she talked to him, I think she had to do something real quick. So he gets back to me when I was going to play handball with my friend. And he's like, Adam, why are you off the red line? And I said, the coach said I could go. And she's like, no, go back. And she happened to be there right at that time. Thank you so much. I won't mention their name, but let's just say they were very nice, and they helped me out with all that. So that was really cool. And they're, telling them what I told them, which is the true side of it. And they're just looking at me like, oh, that fuck might actually get us in trouble. No, I've never gotten them in trouble ever. Besides, them, maybe that coach saying, hey, get off the court, go to a different court or something, right? I've literally never gotten them in trouble, and I wish, if it was not during spring break, this school, April Fool's, this school year, which is actually their last at my school, I thought it would be just an amazing April Fool's joke, but, I'm not one of those people who, just likes to fucking tell on you for every fucking thing you do. Don't worry, I don't do that. But if you've been a dick to me, a fucking little salty cunt to me, for over 4 years, I think we have a little bit of a problem there. So, I, get the yellow slip after, and my dad shows up, and the coach goes to him, Mr. fucking Cancer Cell, who, I'm not kidding, he looks like, that guy is like, they see me rolling, all, they hating, all that. He literally looks like that guy. I would put up a screenshot, but I couldn't find one. I couldn't find one on my tablet. It took too long. I was just looking through different screenshots, because when I was younger, I downloaded so many fucking memes, and I couldn't find it, and I was like, what? Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. You can just look it up, and you look press on images. I bet you'll find it. It's funny. It's like that really derpy guy. So, yeah. He shows up, talks to my dad about it, and my dad thinks, the coach is just a really big asshole. And I think it was, I don't know, I know there was an event at school that night. I think it might have been just a couple days before Halloween, where they had this thing, trunk or treat, where you would basically just go and grab, candy out of people's trunks, who would hand it out, and you'd go on this blind. Sometimes there would be a game or two. Mostly kids would just screw around and have fun with their friends, right? But I remember my parents just wanted to try and, talk to them about it. Turns out that that yellow slip is on my, I guess, school record now, and all that, all that stuff is. I'm sure you might have similar things at your school wherever you go, or just wherever in general. But he decided to do that, and I guess it never got taken down. So, I know it's fucking sucked, but I think when my parents said, they're like, I want to take that yellow slip and fucking nail it to their head, and I was like, I agree with you. But that coach still, and I mean, there's been other times where he's been a total douche to me, but that's for another life story some other time. So, anyways, guys, as always, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day. And fucking pimp slap the like button.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now. Yeah.